Okay, dear customers, ladies and gentlemen, this is Jim from Perlove Medical. It is really a great honor to have you all gathered here, joining with us today, and really appreciate your time. Our meeting is organized by 3 overseas managers. That's me, Jim, and here is Manager Eric.
Hello, my friend, my dear friend. Welcome, join us.
And here is Manager Jasper.
Hello, dear all my friends. Welcome.
And our meeting will go through the agenda. First, I will do the introduction of PLD7900, and then Manager Jasper will show you around the showroom to take a look at some popular systems. And then Manager Eric will show the real machine operation for more details. And the last part, we will do Q&A for answering all your questions. Hope you can stay with us and hear the last part. So, we have to mute all your microphones so we can start the meeting, okay? Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you again. So before my presentation of PLD7900, I want to take a brief introduction of our company. Okay, just a second. Our Perlove Medical was established in 2003, and we have approximately 1,000 employees, and our working area is around 100,000 square meters, and our yearly output capacity is more than 10,000 sets. We have the #1 market share of C-arm in China since 2010. And now we have 2 subsidiaries. First is Nanjing Perlove, and the second is Zhuhai Perlove. Each has different production lines, and both cities are quite near the shipping port. It's very convenient to ship out goods to all over the world. And here is our subject, our dynamic digital X-ray system, PLD7900. I will do the presentation by the following 3 parts. One is clinical application value of dynamic DR, and the second is flexible movement or various positioning. And the third one is innovation highlight. So let's start from the first one, clinical application value of dynamic DR. As you can see, compared to static DR, our dynamic DR has ultra high power and ultra high voltage generator. And the high frame rate dynamic flat panel detector can avoid the frame loss and effectively filter the scatter the rays to ensure the quality of the image. And we also equipped with the table-side touch screen. For the general application, I'd like to say the PLD7900 can do all the digital radiography for all the human body parts. And also it can achieve digital fluoroscopy suitable for various parts of the body, such as chest X-ray, abdominal X-ray, and so on. Besides, it can also achieve some angiography, and also it can do some interventional operation under fluoroscopy, like foreign body removal under fluoroscopy. Okay, let's check its innovative application. It has precise radiography and multi-dimensional radiography and spatial radiography. Let's check some cases for reference. Case 1, scoliosis deformity. As for doctors, you may already know scoliosis is a common skeletal deformity that occurs mostly in adolescents. If not treated in time, it will seriously affect human growth and development and cardiopulmonary function. So our automatic fitting technology to make it easy to operate in the application of the whole spine image. The patient won't feel uncomfortable, and the cost is very reasonable. The spliced images of the whole spine have uniform and clear density, and the transition at the joint is very natural. So it provides high quality image data for the clinic diagnosis and treatment of scoliosis in orthopedics. And case number 2 I wanted to share is intravenous pyelography. As you know, the PLD7900 is equipped with 17 × 17 inches dynamic flat panel detector. So the dynamic acquisition area is very large, and the entire urinary system can be displayed in a single exposure. So doctors can visualize the lesion and rotate the body position at multiple angles, and at the same time, instant high definition film can significantly improve the accuracy of diagnosis. So this is the application part, and here we come to the flexible movement for various positioning. As we are now in the showroom, so we can just take a quick look at the flexible movement. Since Manager Eric will show you in the showroom the whole movement, we can take a quick look. It is equipped with a 4-way floating table, and it's a mechanical movement. As you can see, sorry, the video is not playing. Maybe we can just see the movements all in the showroom. All right. As the mechanical movement is quite widely, so we can take radiography for different human body parts. As you can see, the angles, the tube can rotate, so we can shoot for hands, feet, limbs, and so on. So the third part I'd like to share with you is the innovation highlights of this digital radiography system. First one is the auto tracking, new automatic tracking speed limiter, and the synchronous manual operation button of auto tracking between tube and the bucket stand. And this one we can also show you in the real machine operation. And the second is a new touch screen display. The display screen is synchronized with the workstation, and the operator can create new inspection items in the computer room. It is very convenient for doctors' daily inspection and emergency treatment. Also, the touch screen sets the image and X-ray interfaces. In the image interfaces, the selection of SID stretching range, exposure parameters, X-beam size, and so many parameters we can also show in the operation of the real machine. And the third one is fully automatic stitching function. It is a standard equipped with image stitching function. As I have just introduced to you in the previously, doctors can obtain important diagnostic basis before clinical operation through stitched spine or whole lower extremity images. And the fourth one is integrated charging device and box. Portable static tablet can be charged at any time to ensure the continuous battery life of the static tablet. And also, there is telescopic cassette design, precise cat slot, and also the ultra-low ground clearance of the chest frame make it easy to achieve low position shooting. We can also show this position in our showroom. And this one is removable double grid, standard to 1 meter and 1.8 double high density grid, removable design. Okay, and the last one is DAP radiation dose monitoring system. As you already know, DAP is one of the most widely used and important radiation measurement sensors in radiation dosimetry, and is often used as a quality control index for X-ray machines. This one is equipped with DAT, radiation dose monitoring system. So the last innovation highlight is cardiothoracic ratio measurement. As you can see, the cardiothoracic ratio is a common measure used to assess radial enlargement. And scoliosis measurement as well. High-value patient exams. One-click import of batch information into the information option in the work list. Well, that is a general introduction of the PLD7900. It is especially customized for hospitals who want to provide radiography, fluoroscopy, angiography service, but limited in space and require cost-effective solutions. So we have 12 different configuration models, optional for your choice. Thank you. That is basically my introduction of this system. And next, I will invite Manager Jasper to show you around the showroom to take a look at our popular system.
Hello, hello, dear all my friends. Hello, hello, dear all my friends. Thanks for the excellent introduction by my colleague Green. Now I will show you our showroom, which is full of technological machines. First, I want to show you our mobile gear. As you can see, we have 4 models of mobile gear. Mobile gear is easy to move and do radiography. It can do different radiography of different human body parts such as head, chest, limbs, stomach, etc. And it also can be used in many departments like orthopedics, emergency room, ward, operation room, ICU, and so on. So first, let's see this one. This is the PLF5100. You can see it's a lightweight line with compact and flexible. The output power is 5 kilowatts. The tube current is 100 milliampere. The size of flat panel detector is 14 multiplied 17 inch, which can provide clear images, easy to clinical diagnosis, and this is most cost effective. Okay, now let's see this one. This is the PLF5200, 25 kilowatts. The output power is 25 kilowatts. The tube current is 200 milliampere. The size of that panel detector is same as previous one, also 40 multiplied 17 inch, but the specific parameters is better. And as you can see, the workstation is integrated with the machine. You can set the parameters and edit image with this, and it has multi-control, flexible movement. So now let's see this one. This is a PLF5200, 50 kilowatts. The output power is 50 kilowatts, and the tube current is 500 milliampere. The size of flat panel detector is 70 multiplied 70. The specific parameters is better than previous. So it often are used in large hospitals and always has wonderful performance. Okay, now let's see the last one. This is our most high-end mobile device. The output power is 65 kilowatts. The tube current is 710 milliampere. As you can see, it has 2 flat panel detectors. The size is 70 multiplied 70 inch, and another one is 8 multiplied 10 inch. That means you can choose different flat panel detector depend on different conditions. And this workstation is also integrated with the machine. You can edit the image and choose the parameters. And you can see This has multi-control. You can see the angle of rotation from this screen and see the SID from this screen. So in a word, this machine is most high-end mobile gear. Okay, after see our mobile gear, let me show you our more machines what we have. As some of our dear friends may know, we are #1 supplier of film products in China. As a leader of this industry in China, we have many film to offer. As you can see today, some of their are here. So I want to show you one by one. Our film are divided into 3 types: orthopedic film, conventional film, and 3D film. So first, for orthopedic film, we also have 2 types, which are equipped with that panel detector or image intensifier. First, let's see the machines which are equipped with that panel detector. Okay, look at this. This is a 119 stage. The output power is 5 kilowatts. The tube current is 100 milliamperes. The inverter frequency is 110 kilohertz, which can make sure we can get a more stable X-ray source and get clear images. And let's see the flat panel detector. The brand of this is Taylor, which is a famous brand. And the size of flat panel detector is 12 multiplied 12 inch, which can provide large wave fields. And this is LCD monitor. LCD monitor 32 inch with 4K resolution. As you can see, it's easy to move and it can help doctors to observe when doing surgery. This is touch screen. It also integrates with the machine. It can be rotated with wide angle, easy to parameter adjustment and image precision. Okay, now let's see this. This is the PLF 118 stage. The main difference is the flat panel detector is smaller than previous. Both of them are our latest and high-end CR system. So after say our high-end CR, we also have many CRs which have been selling well for many years. So let's see. This one is the 118F with CE certificate. And you can see it's also equipped with that panel detector. This machine has many combination schemes, such as 2 or 3 monitors, wireless receivers. And you can see this machine workstation is separated, easy to do it forward. And then let's see the machine which are equipped with image intensifier. This is 112B. And this is 116A. The main difference is the wider have a separated workstation. Both of them are cost-effective, hot sale, and have abundant installation cases, and get many clients free. So welcome to inquiry. Okay, after say our orthopedic serum, let me show you our interventional serum. You can see this is the PLF7900, which can easily work on vascular and non-vascular interventional surgeries. The output power is 25 kilowatts. The tube current is 200 milliamperes. With table-side control system, doctor can control DSA, roadmap, landmark, image, movement, easy to do interventional surgeries. Okay, now let's move to another room to see what we have. Okay, follow me please. First, I want to show you our 3D serum. You can see this is our 3D serum, the PLF7500. As you know, there are only 4 manufacturers which can produce 3D film in the world. That includes GE, Siemens, Z, and us, Perlove Medical. So you can see what I mean. And our 3D film can combine with our navigation robot system, which can do complicated and high precision surgeries with high technology. Okay, now let's say this is our high-end, UMDR, the PLDF8600. It can do radiography and fluoroscopy. And you can see this, the large dynamic flat panel detector. The size is 70 multiplied 34 inch. So that means you can guide the whole wide images and with very thin without the image species. As for the parameters of this machine, it's also wonderful. The output power is 100 kilovolts, and the tube current is 1,100 milliamperes. So as you can see, this is really a powerful machine. Okay, now let's go outside to see what we have. Okay, so you can see there are many LCD monitors. That means we can provide LCD monitors with different size, resolution, control systems, and most importantly, we can provide a customized service to our clients to meet their various demands. Okay, now let's move to final room to see what we have. Okay, follow me, please. Okay, you can see this is a PLF3000. This is our 3D dental counting system. That means if you use it, you can get the 3D images of our oral. It's easy to doctors to make a diagnosis and improve their accuracy. This is a 3D dental CT. Okay, now let's see this one. This is our high-end and all-in-one machine. This is a 96008. It can do radiography, fluoroscopy, angiography, and some special use like gastrointestinal check, ERCP, IVP, and so on. The output power is 80 kilowatts. The tube current is 1,000 milliamperes. The size of flat panel detector is 70 multiplied 7 inch, which means you can get clear images without distortion. And it has flexible movement, can meet different position demands. It also has AC function, can control the radiation node. Okay, now let's see this one. This is a PLF8500. This is our traditional UR. It also uses small hot paper and do some physical examination. Okay, here are all my friends. After my brief introduction of our showroom, you may get a new experience of our showroom. So now, may I have your attention, please? Let's move to our drill start today, the PLD7900. You will get a drill demonstration and a professional introduction by my colleague. So now let's welcome my colleague, Mr. Eric. Welcome. Thanks, Jasper. Thanks for your fashionable introduction about our models in our showroom. And dear customers, welcome to join us. As you all see in our invitation letter, PLD7900 is the main character of today. And you have seen the name of the system is digital motion X-ray. What's the meaning of digital motion X-ray? It's different from traditional radiography machines. We have introduced a dynamic flat panel detector for this system, which means now traditional digital radiography can also do digital fluoroscopy and digital angiography. This machine is multifunctional now.
And let me begin by some basic parameters of this machine. As I'm very proud to declare that this machine has some of the best parameters in the market. Firstly, the generator. The high-end generator is developed by Perlove Medical ourselves. 65 kilowatt output power, 800 milliampere tube current, which is enough to support all kinds of mechanical applications. And I want to especially mention that this generator has 500 kilohertz inverter frequency. This is a very abnormal parameter you will never see in the market. Most generators in the market, 50 kilohertz, 200 kilohertz, but for our generator, 500 kilohertz, the highest parameter in the market, which means our machine has the best hardware foundation for excellent X-ray quality. Okay, let's move to the X-ray assemble. As you can see here, the X-ray tube we applied for this machine is Canon high-end 7254 high-end X-ray tube. And the difference for this machine between the new machine and our older version is that we have added a digital colorful touch screen for this system. Now you can control, you can set all the parameters, you can make some basic mechanical movement with this touch screen. 11.4 colorful touch screen, and of course the electrical telemeter, which helps to set the exposure region very conveniently. And of course, as I have mentioned, this is a digital motion X-ray. We have mainly improved the flat panel detector. Now we have the dynamic flat panel detector for this machine. This machine has two cassettes. One is the patient table, and the other is for the patient, for the body stand. You can choose one flat panel detector or two flat panel detectors. As for the flat panel detector, I want to mention some latest technical innovations for the flat panel detector. Firstly, it was changed from static to dynamic. So the machine can be used for fluoroscopy now. And the parameters for the flat panel detector is outstanding. You can have 100 micrometers pixel size for the flat panel detector. And the image resolution can be 13 and 500 megapixel. Yes, you heard me. 13 million megapixel. That means you can get crystal clear image details for the doctors to make diagnosis. So the doctors can have every detail of the images. There will be no errors during the clinical application. So we have other improvements for the machine. For example, the patient bed, the patient table. For our other models, we have some of the mechanical movement, some manual mechanical movement. For this model, we make it electrical, and it's very convenient to operate. Just a tick. You can see. And the patient table, the table surface is very close to the floor. The minimum distance from the table surface to the floor is 55 centimeters, which is almost equivalent for the patient stretcher. So some injury patients can be moved to the patient table very conveniently and without a second injury. And of course, we have upgraded the mechanical movement of the tube column. And now you can see the tube column can be rotated 360 degrees for every angle. And together with our X-ray tube assemble, which can be rotated 180 degrees each side. So for each angle, for every patient, for human body organ, we now can have the most convenient clinical images, and the machine is super convenient, super fast for the operator to handle. And for some special applications. And as I have saw, Mr. Billy, my dear friend, he wants to see the real operations, real application operation, some mechanical movements and the parameter setting. For this part, I have invited our engineer, Mr. Adam, to show some basic operations for this machine. Welcome, Mr. Adam. Hello. Okay, Mr. Adam, our engineer, very senior engineer. He's very professional and have well knowledge of this machine. And now he will show you some parameter setting and the mechanical movement for this machine. Now he's operates the electrical. You can see all the mechanical movements can be realized electrically, and the parameters can be setting on the colorful touch screen. This is a 11.4-inch colorful LCD touch screen. You can set all the KVs, MAS, and the tube current. Of course, you can also adjust the SID on the touch screen, and of course, you can also preview the images on the touch screen, and the buttons can be used for mechanical movement, electrical assisted mechanical movement for the X-ray tube assemble. Okay. Maybe we can show some. We can show the rotation. Yeah. Assisted rotation.
Mambo.
Nzuri sana mashallah, alhamdulillah. Na wewe?
Yes, of course.
Good,
Habari ya
good.
Nairobi.
Tuko salama, baridi ndio iko Nairobi, lakini it's good. Actually it is a really good weather. It's just, you know,
Kila pahali.
yeah, like for me, I like baridi, so it's really fantastic.
Color field can be adjusted by the LCD.
OCT.
Ocular coherence tomography.
So you now do not need to exposure in advance to get the view field. Every parameters and every basic mechanical movement can be realized on the touch screen now. And the X-ray column can be used for very long range, and together with the minimum distance for the X-ray tube. The X-ray tube can be reduced to minimum 30 centimeters from the ground. So you can do the angle, the foot angle, your weight bearing limb images without any error. Very convenient now. You can see all the mechanical movement. And Mr. Adam will show us the flat panel detector, the dynamic flat panel detector. You can see it's portable and large size, 17 times 17 inches dynamic flat panel detector, capable of radiography and fluoroscopy at the same time. You can use it for the patient table and also for the bucket stand. Very convenient to remove it. And wherever you put it in the cassette, in the patient table, it will be recharged automatically. So you don't need to wait for the flat panel detector to recharge to use it. Okay, it's another great feature for this machine is the auto tracking for the X-ray tube and the bucket stand. We will show you. It's very convenient for chest imaging and normal operation. Yeah, you can see autofocus. You press the buttons on the touch screen, the X-ray tube, the back stand, the cassette, the flat panel on the back stand will follow the X-ray tube automatically. And you can also adjust the view field. So the operators do not need to work twice now. And of course, this function, if this function does not work, we also have the button here on the bucket stand. You can change it to manual mode, both automatic and the manual mode. Okay, let's have a look at the workstation. This machine has the standard DICOM 3.0 interface, and we have developed our 5th generation of image processing software. So now you can see the image quality, the image processing, image storage, and the image printing can all be done on our image processing workstation conveniently. And of course, Perlove Medical can supply the digital printer also. So we have the whole system to offer. Okay, we can see some basic processing tools on the software. Zooming, enlarging. And you can make some marks on the image. Distance measurement, and also you can make digital spot imaging during the videography, as it's a dynamic platform detector. Of course, another great feature for this machine is the automatic image stitching, as Trim has already mentioned. Together with our patient stand, this machine, together with the software, we can make the automatic image stitching to provide you the whole span imaging and the weight-bearing limb. We will show you some dynamic images after this meeting. It's also achieved by this system. I think we have the dynamic images here. You can see the details of this machine. Crystal clear to show you every detail. It's all contributed by the latest dynamic panel detector. 13 million megapixel resolution. So you can expect every detail for the images. Registration, image storage. You can store 20,000 images with this workstation. So this machine will be can be used for almost 8 to 10 years without any upgrade. Okay, that's basically the parameters and the basic operations of this machine. And we'll back to the screen and show you answer some questions. Mr. Adam will also together with us. For this machine, this gentleman says the image is really blurred. It's because of the camera. You can see the details. We will send you the picture, the original picture of the image. It's just of the camera. You can see we have some distance from the camera and the light issues. We can show you the original image. Mr. Billy Mr. Billy asked that the flat panel detector is in the chest bucket. It's the anything, any position you want. You can select the flat panel detector to be equipped on the patient table and also the bucket stand, or both, or two flat panel detectors for the whole system. That's based on the customer's requirement. For this model, we just have wired flat panel detector. Wireless detectors is not optional for this machine. And don't worry, we will handle the wiring, the cables, disciplined, and you don't need to worry about the cables to stand in the way during the operation. This is just a show model in our showroom, and if we installed any real machines in the market, in the hospitals, we'll handle all the cables, all the wires very regionally. Okay, our engineer is here, and anybody has any further questions? Generator power, we have two models, 50 kilowatts and 65 kilowatts. Yeah, based on your requirements. Of course, we will share the presentation document after this meeting. Of course, the flat panel detector is CE certified, and we have a very strict test procedures for it. It can support 150 kilograms of weight. So the patient, we can put the flat panel detector behind the patient, and it's very tough. So don't worry to use the flat panel detector. The wired flat panel detector is removable, as our engineer, Mr. Adam, just showed. It can be removed from the patient table to the bucket stand. It's connected during a 10-meter long cable. So don't worry about the removal. And if you worry about the routine operations during your examination, you can also select like two flat panel detectors for the whole system. Three phase, and also if you insist, if you have just have a single phase voltage connections, we also can customize for you. Yes, single phase is optional. Single phase is optional, and the three phase is standard. Any further questions? Thank you. I think this customer is from South Africa. For this system, how many seconds real-time video during fluoroscopy? For this one, I'd like to ask Mr. Adam to confirm with us.
透视的话可以放，透视多少秒？透视就是一直在抬脚开关，就是一直抬就一直有出现。
So basically, you can use the machine. You can use the fluoroscopy function, as the tube thermal capacity is 950 kilojoule, and so you can expect long-term exposure experience with this machine. For this machine, the tube thermal is 950 kilojoule. The anode capacity is 300 kilojoule. So you can expect the machine to work all day long and for exposure. Don't worry about the overheat protection and all the other problems. This machine can be used for fluoroscopy. It's fully functional fluoroscopy machine. As this machine is applied, introduce the dynamic flat panel detector. So dynamic flat panel detector is can replace the traditional image intensifier for fluoroscopy function. So you can now use the one piece of flat panel detector to handle both the radiography, fluoroscopy, and the angiography function. X-ray tube is 950 kilojoule. Any further questions? Yeah, Perlove has CE, FDA, and ISO 1485 certificates. So don't worry about the certificates. We are a fully international standard manufacturers in China. Kilojoule, so it's more than 1,000 kilohu. 1,200 kilohu. 950 kilojoule. And the tube focus is 0.6 and 1.2 millimeters tube focus. We have, as I discussed with some dear customers today, there are some customers very interested in this system. And I want to speak here with my colleagues, Trace and Jasper. We have tried our best to present some of the advantages of this machine. And of course, there are some advantages we do not cover today, but we will try our best to answer your further questions on both WhatsApp, and also you can send us emails. We will try our best to cover all the details, all the information you want to offer you 24/7 image support and technical support. Perlove Medical now has more than 70 models of X-ray system to offer, and we are still increasing very rapidly. And as a professional manufacturer and one of the leading manufacturer in this industry in China, we are very proud and very confident to offer you more and more wonderful X-ray systems in the future. And the grade ratio is we have two. I just forgot to cover this part. We have two grades for the X-ray system. One is for the 1.0 meter SID, and the other is for 1.8 meter for chest image. So you will see lots of models in the market just have one grade. We have two, two sets of grades. The ratio, the standard ratio is 10 to 1 grade ratio. For installation and technical support, for most countries around the world, we have local engineers, and of course, our own engineers can be sent to every country worldwide. You can expect for our quotations, we will cover the on-site installation and operation training in our whole quotation. So don't worry about it. We have in our 20 years history, we have now have installations in more than 180 countries worldwide. We have local engineers in most of our markets. And for the machine, for the warranty, the standard warranty is 1 year, 12 months. And if you want like a longer warranty, no worry. We have we just increase like a small amount of the cost. We will increase the warranty as you wish. Of course, Kenya, such as East African markets like Kenya, Ethiopia is our two major markets. I think Mr. Ali is from Kenya or Ethiopia. These are two major markets in Africa and also Uganda. So about the local technical support. For Kenya, I think we have more than 10 local engineers. And for Ethiopia, we also have the technical support team, combined by 8 local engineers. Perlove Medical also emphasizes technical support very carefully. For most of our machines, some customers have feedbacks like some of our old models have been used for more than 8 years without any problem. And if there is any problem, our engineers can provide technical support 24/7. And some customers has already experienced our technical support. No worry, it's like a late night in China and early morning in China. Our engineers will be online for your troubleshooting anytime. Of course, Mr. Billy, you are very welcome to send any doctors to visit our factory. I'll be the local guide. The customer can visit our factory and see the machines himself. And if you want any pictures, some videos for his visit, we will arrange it perfectly. No worry, Mr. Billy. Any further questions? Thank you, Mr. Billy, for your question. Of course, our sales manager for the Kenya market will share the contact numbers of our local engineers to you. And I think you may be invited by Mr. Brian, our sales manager. Any further questions? Okay, if you have any further questions, me, James, Jasper, and all our sales managers in our team for the African market will be online for your questions or to offer you the information 24/7, anytime. You can call us anytime. Of course, I will also share the contact numbers for Uganda market. We have local engineers, don't worry. And thank you, gentlemen and ladies. Thank you, dear customers, for joining us. James and Jasper, thanks our dear customers. And
Thank you for joining
yeah,
with us.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we will hold video meetings for other models in the future, and you are very welcome to join us in the future. And as I have said, Perlove Medical will try our best to offer you the best product and the best service. Of course, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and also for other customers, you need local engineers in other markets. We can offer you the information, the contact numbers. Thank you for joining us today, and we will be stay in contact on WhatsApp and on email. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
That's all
Thank
for
you.
our meeting
Thank you.
today.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.